Before you judge a man's life, understand the mind that lived it. We all wear scars you can't see. We all fight battles we don't post. This podcast isn't about perfection. It's about growth, lessons, pain, and power. Welcome to Mistakes Make a Man.
Welcome to Mistakes Make a Man. I am your host, Dion, FOBB REEP, Caracciolo. As always, we're sponsored by the Eris Books. And today, my guest is a good friend of mine, Rio Liley. How you doing, Rio?
I'm doing good.
You ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to be a little tough. I don't want you to start crying and stuff, and run out of here. You going to be able to handle it?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So let's jump right into it. I know you from Baltimore. I know you done been through some stuff. So what was it like growing up poor in Baltimore?
It was tough, but me and my family, we made it. We survived off of hot dogs, beans, noodles, bread. But it was tough, but we did it. We all did it as a group.
So did you see anybody around you do things like they wasn't supposed to be doing because y'all needed stuff? Any experiences like that where poverty was just, hell, evictions, anything like that?
We never got a eviction notice on no place that we lived at. Our lights was out.
For how long?
I would say 3 months.
3 months in the dark?
Yes.
Wow.
But we survived through the cold, through the heat. We made it.
So 3 months, no lights. So that means no heat either,
No.
right?
No.
Was it wintertime or summertime?
Yes, it was winter.
What did y'all do?
So our stove, we would light it with a lighter.
Gangster. I've heard about stories like that.
Mhm.
I never experienced it. I've always been scared that we would blow up or catch on fire or something. So
One thing I would say with that, don't leave them burning overnight.
don't leave the stove on. Oh, so you would turn. So is the stove or the oven? You turn the oven on and
No, it
open
was the stove top.
Oh, wow.
We lit the burners.
And that warmed up the house?
Mm-hmm.
That's gangster. Did mommy ever have to go out and do anything?
No. She had to work 2 jobs.
So nobody in the house did anything strange for some change?
No.
That would have been my first move right there before I turned the damn stove on. Okay. Let's move on to question 2. Did you go through any abuse growing up in your household, physical or sexual?
When I was 14,
Mm-hmm.
I got touched on.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask you to call anybody names, but it was somebody in the household.
No, it was a family friend.
Okay. So nothing directly inside the house.
My
No
mom, she used to abuse me.
Okay, so she used to beat you, so
Mhm.
no sexual abuse from a
Mm-mm.
stepdaddy or nothing like that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. What type of abuse did she used to give you? Just regular old beatings?
Pulling my hair, punching me in the face, hitting me with the broom or something.
I mean, how did that make you feel? Did you hate her? Did you want to fight back?
I wanted to always fight her back, but I never did.
So you've never raised your hands at her?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Did you choose to become a mother or was it forced onto you? And let me break this down before you answer. Most people prepare to have kids, or you could be in a situation with a guy where you want him to use protection and he didn't, or he says, well, I'm going to pull out and he don't. So was it your choice to become a mom, or it kind of was forced on you?
It wasn't forced. I told him I wasn't on birth control, but he didn't care. So I would say 2 months down the line, I didn't know I was pregnant. I was doing what I wanted to. When I found out I was pregnant, I stopped doing stuff. I stopped partying. I started planning for the baby to like come out.
Okay. So that's when you say doing stuff, you mean you was out there.
I was partying.
Still having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. So that was with both kids or just the first one?
The first one. The second one, I didn't even know I was pregnant until 4 months later.
Okay, so that was another situation. You wasn't on birth control and you just, whatever happened, just shoot up the club.
Not really.
So,
that's not how it was.
So how did it happen though? He had to shoot up the club. He wasn't using no condoms.
So I wasn't able to do new nut like for 6 weeks, but I still don't understand how I wound up pregnant.
So wait, you got pregnant right after you had the first one?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shoot him up, bang bang. Okay, I didn't know your son came right after your daughter.
Yeah.
So they literally a year apart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. So, well, I already know it's not the same baby fathers because I know you well enough. But I mean, how do you think that make you look? That one guy was shooting up the club, and then less than a year later, a different guy was shooting up the club.
It was different. I would say I was in love with my second baby father, but not my first.
Okay. Well, that's why I kind of asked you, was any of those situations forced on you? So you just, a guy you didn't love, you was letting shoot up the club. And the second guy you love, you absolutely let him shoot up the club.
Pretty much.
It kind of don't go together, but, I'll let you slide with that. Because, I mean, now you're making it sound like even if you don't love somebody, it's you down for whatever.
Not really. That was back then. Now that I'm older, came to my senses. Not everybody is for you.
You don't let everybody go in you unprotected.
I was about to say that too.
Okay, that sounds a lot better. Okay. All right, let's get to the tough questions. I know your kids got taken away from you. How did that feel when they got taken?
When my kids got took, it took a part of me. Like my heart shattered into a million pieces.
So do you remember the day they got taken? What was going on right before it happened?
April,
who took them?
April the 15th.
So run me through that day of what was going on when the kids got taken away.
So they went with their grandmother, and I kept calling her and calling. I didn't get no answer. Next thing you know, I got a call like, hey, we're at the hospital. Nova fell, hit her knee. She said it was hurting where she couldn't walk. So then she told the doctors that she had more bruises from the bike from my house. But I didn't know. And when they looked at the marks on her, they said they wasn't bike from her falling off of a bike. It was somebody abusing her. And my son had the same marks on his back.
And you knew nothing about this?
I knew nothing. I was working.
Did you see the marks?
I never saw them.
So both these kids had marks on them and you didn't. I mean, did you shower them, change them?
I would change them, but it wasn't no marks that I could see. The day that they left, that's when the marks was on them.
So was you home when they left?
I was.
So, okay, you kind of got to make it make sense because You say you didn't see any marks, but the marks was on them when they left. You were home when they left. So they had to, if they got abused right before they left, you was there when it happened.
So prior to the incident of
Incident?
yes,
Okay.
I would say a few days before all of it took place, I showered them and everything. They didn't have no marks. But
Okay.
because I was working overnight, I left them with people that I trusted. And
Family or friends?
friends. And turned out the weekend that I sent them, everything blew up. Like, they was in the hospital, marks was on them. It was just a bunch.
So was this their first time being injured and being in the hospital?
Yes. Well, not my son. My son had a broken femur.
Yeah, I remember when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And he was with one of your friends when that same thing
Mm-hmm.
happened. So was it the same people when
No.
they got taken away?
No.
So you've put a lot of trust in people when it come to your kids.
Yes.
Okay. Any other abuse they experienced?
As far as I know, they said that they did rape kits at the hospital, and the kids came back touched on,
Touched or abused?
sexually abused,
Both kids, the boy and
Yes.
the girl.
front and back.
So how did that make you feel?
It made me feel some kind of way because me growing up, I was touched on, and I couldn't defend myself or my mom. She wasn't there to protect me.
So I know a lot of people may see this and judge, because I was judged as a parent because I worked 7 days a week to provide for my son, and I wasn't really there. And I get it. You know, you are pretty much the man and the woman in all your relationships.
Yes.
You're doing all the woman duties, and you're going out there and working 6-7 days a week, 12, 16
Yes.
hours a day to provide for your kids. But I couldn't imagine that feeling on me, you know, going out, working, providing for everybody in my house, and that's what you're doing to my kids while I'm out there trying to provide
Mhm.
for you. Like, when your kids got taken, how many people were living with you?
3 people.
Genders?
2 males, 1 female.
Okay. And I'm guessing you kind of have an idea of who. So 2 males, 1 female,
Mm-hmm.
2 couples.
One
you-
couple and a guy friend.
Well, so the guy friend was yours,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other 2 people were a couple.
Yes.
So would you say it was your guy friend or was the couple?
The story to be told that the kids told, that everyone besides me touched on them and abused them.
All 3 people in the
Yes.
house.
So I came to a point that I was ready. You know, I asked the people in my house, like, hey, did you touch on my kids? Did you do anything to them? Oh, no, we didn't do nothing. That don't make sense. Something between the lines aren't adding it up. So,
I mean, I don't think any grown individual would just admit to something like that. Like, yeah, I did it. So what? But that's really tough. And I guess as the story continues, when the kids got taken away, what happened to the people, the accusers in your house?
they was supposed to move, but they kept giving me a runaround. Oh, we can't get a place because our credit, our income, they couldn't find cheap houses. It was
So-
just a bunch.
So this was your place,
Yes.
and you never went to go evict them.
I tried, but the landlord wanted to evict all of us.
Did the police ever get involved?
They did. They didn't do nothing. It wasn't no evidence.
So, okay, but they did the rape kit and found evidence, but you saying there wasn't no evidence that the people in your house did it?
Yeah.
So were they ever questioned, interviewed by
Nope.
the police?
Nothing. And I kept pushing the issue to get them questioned, interviewed about it, whatever the case may have been, to get my kids. But they never came out and did it.
So how long ago was this when the kids got taken?
A year ago.
So your kids haven't lived with you for a year.
Yes.
And those same people still live in your house a year later. So how have your relationship been since the kids left? I mean, you and your guy friend.
It's been really rocky. We bump heads, we argue, we fuss, we fight. It's not the same.
So within that year, were you still having sex with him?
Me personally, no, because I felt like he did something to my kids.
So a whole year he's living with you and y'all didn't have sex?
No. He would go do him and come back.
Okay. I mean, I'm just making sure because, like I said, it's hard. Like, even if it's an accusation, we're not sure if it's true. We're not sure if you're the one that did it. It would be hard for me to interact with anybody in that house. Me personally, I would probably wait till everybody go to sleep and pull one of the moves your mom used to make. You know, throw some gas in the house and turn the stove on. Wow.
Everybody in my house, I didn't really communicate with, didn't really say too much. It was good morning, that's it.
But they're still there to this day.
Yes. And until this day, until I got my number changed and blocked them, it was, oh, come back, everything will be fine, we'll get the kids. But no.
So you left your own place?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, from our conversation earlier, you did kind of reward the guy by buying him a car.
Yeah.
With your tax money.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's not the first car. That's the second.
Understand, I think that makes it even worse now based on, you know, what happened. Like you're rewarded him. Like even if he wasn't the one that did it, he was home with your kids while you were at work.
When it happened.
For him.
Yep.
So either he knew something, saw something, heard something, and, you know, you still kept him around and you done bought him another car. Not one, but another car. So how do you feel looking back at yourself? Because most people would say you chose your friends and a man over your kids.
Looking back, I really think about it. I chose friends and a guy over my kids. I did.
Oh, so you admit that you did?
Yeah.
What was so great about these people that you chose them over the kids that you pushed out that came from you?
It wasn't about like what they done or what they have done. It was just me kind of trying to keep a friendship instead of destroying it.
After hearing what these people did to your kids.
Yeah.
So your kids are going to get older. They're getting older day by day.
Yep.
It's going to come to an age. They're going to come to an age where they will ask you, why are we not living with you? What happened? Somebody's going to tell them the story. And how do you think they're going to look at you when they see that they got taken away? You kept your friendship, kept your relationship, kept spending money on this guy, and we're over here dealing with some stuff that, you know, our mother put us in.
I feel like they're gonna think that I didn't care.
So the reason why I started off with asking you, have you been through any sexual abuse? Because I feel like people let me not speak for those people because I've never been through that. But what I'm trying to say is, from some of the things I heard, people who's been through those type of experiences, they find a way to make themselves okay with it mentally. They find a way to blame themselves for it. So with it happening to their kids, I feel like it would be the same way. Like, okay, it happened. It's over with. We got to get past it. We got to move on. So that's why I asked if you really been through anything, because I feel like you're taking this really easy.
I've been through it, but I really haven't put it in my head to like cope with it because of what I've been through growing up.
So you saying, well, what happened with the kids, you haven't really processed it yet.
No,
When it hits you, it's going to hit you hard.
it already has plenty. I've went through meltdowns, breakthroughs. Just when the people in my house was asleep, I would really sit there up all night thinking like, could I do something to them? But if I do, I'll go to jail. Then my kids will never see me or hear from me again.
So you think with them seeing you once in a while now, paying them a visit is better than you being in jail? Because I know I would be in jail for my kids. It would be easier for me to explain while I'm in jail why I'm in jail than for me to have to explain why something was done to them and I chose the people who did it versus, my kids. Like, I'm guessing, so your kids are not with your mom or anything right now. They with a close family member, right? And I'm sure they have a good life.
Yeah.
So I know they not sitting there, upset or mad, but you're still their mom. It's like a connection y'all have that can never be broken. So even though you're not there, I know they missing you. I know they feel like something,
Yeah.
is missing. And we kind of had a conversation yesterday because, you just left your apartment. You abandoned it to the people who abused your kids. And you're supposed to be trying to get your life together and start fresh. And you were looking at outfits to go to Miami.
Yeah.
And I said to you, your focus should be trying to get your shit together to get your kids, not going to Miami.
Yes. So, since we talked and had a conversation, I really thought to myself yesterday and was like, I took your advice. I should get it together to get my kids and never look back. Keep moving forward. The trips that I want to take with my kids, not just me.
And I get it. You were excited about this trip because you've never really been outside of Maryland, right?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
24.
Never been outside of Maryland?
Nope.
Spent your whole life in Baltimore?
Yes.
I get it. That would be exciting to get out, get away, see the rest of the world. But I just couldn't enjoy life not knowing what's happening to my kids. Like, it's different if, I'm going somewhere and a family member is watching them or something, a babysitter.
I was about to
I
say.
have trust in, where I could still, hey, let me FaceTime them, let me call them, put them on the phone, let me make sure they're good, versus me not knowing if my kids ate today, Are they being abused right now? And I'm out having fun. I don't think I could enjoy myself anywhere.
With you saying that, I've traveled. I went to, what was it? North Carolina.
Okay, so
And
you've been outside of Maryland.
Yeah.
Okay.
I left my kids for like a month, but I came back, made sure they had food, clothes, money, whatever. They was with my mom, my sister.
So, okay. So this is another situation, a whole different situation of you leaving the kids. Why did you leave the kids? Why didn't you take them to North Carolina?
I wanted to go somewhere, start fresh, get a place, and then come back and get them.
So did you go by yourself?
I did.
Okay.
But I got homesick and came back.
So you picked up, left Baltimore, went to North Carolina, and since you went by yourself, you had a place to stay. Did you get your own place? You was staying with a friend?
I had tax money that time that I went, so I got a hotel for like a month. It costs money, but I worked 2 jobs. I was working
in North Carolina?
Yeah. McDonald's and Walmart.
So you took your how much tax money you had?
I had 6.
So instead of taking the $6,000 here in Baltimore and getting a place for you and your kids, you left the kids to go to North Carolina to spend it on a hotel.
Yes.
For a month.
Yes.
That's half your money going right there. Because even if the hotel was $100 a day, that's 30 days.
Mm-hmm. But
Okay.
I came back. I got them. And then I started working. Got my own place, and then all of this took place. Now I look back, it hurts.
So the place you got now, that's the place you're talking about that you worked and got, right?
Yes.
I remember when you was excited about it. Do you want to tell the people how did you get that place?
So how I got the place, it was an ex of mine's. He wound up going to jail. I knew the landlord through him, and I texted the landlord and said, "Hey, I need a place for me and my kids." And she was like, "Sure. If you clean out the apartment, you can move in." She said, I think I paid $1,800.
So you running through the story kind of fast. Your ex went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
One, you said you're 24, right?
Mm.
How old was your ex?
53.
Oh my God. All right. He was 53 and he went to jail. Why did he go to jail?
He went to jail for assault against me.
Go ahead.
He broke my ankle. So I had to get surgery on it, stitches, and a cast.
So, okay. Run me through the event of how your ankle got broken. Y'all were in the house chilling, drinking.
No.
Okay. How did that happen?
So I was around my mom's. We got into a big argument while I was at Roll Farms working. He came into the job and was like, "Give me the phone back I bought you." And I was like, "No." And he was like, "That's fine." He was like, "Just remember, I know where you stay, where you lay at." And I'm like, "All right, cool." So then I got off work, say 2:30. Got off work, went to my mom's. He popped up. He get the banging on the door. My mom's like, the door is for you. And I'm like, who is it? She's like, your boyfriend. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, what you want? He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, sorry, it's not gonna do or have me forgive what you done to me. You threw a phone at me. You threatened me. You caused CPS on me. You did a bunch. So then he was like, fine, whatever. He wound up grabbing my leg. And when he did, he pulled me down the steps and metal went through my actual ankle.
From the steps?
Yes.
So your mom knew you was dating a 50-something-year-old guy.
Yes.
And as I remember, he was a friend of your mom's.
Sort of something like that. She knew him.
Yeah, but she knew him before y'all started dating.
Yes.
Okay. So I guess she was fine with him coming to the house to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And he broke your ankle, your leg at your mother's house.
Yes.
What did she do? What did
She had me call the cops. She was like, that's it. That's enough. She was like, you need to call the cops, put a restraining order against him and stuff like that. So I went and did it.
Okay. So that was the situation that he ended up in jail for.
Yes.
Okay. So any past relationships, anybody has broken anything else or?
My son's father, he's broken my wrist. We got into an argument about who was taking the baby.
Taking the baby where? To school,
no,
daycare, or custody?
Custody-wise.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him I was going to go do custody and get full custody of my son. And he was like, you're not doing it. And then I was like, I got to go pay my phone bill. He was like, no, you're going out. You're going to go party. And I'm like, I'm not, though. I really got to go pay my phone. I need my phone on. So I went to go reach for the door. He grabbed me, started choking me. So then he threw me outside. I got up, get the banging on the door. I didn't feel my wrist until I got to my mom's job.
It was what, swollen?
It wasn't swollen.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like pain in one spot.
And when you went to the doctor, you found out it was broken.
Yeah, they told me it was fractured.
So he went to jail for that too, right?
Yes.
Damn, Rio.
You
sending more niggas to jail than crack.
I don't play about abuse. Broken bones aren't cool to have. They hurt.
So, okay, was it which wrist and which ankle?
The right wrist and the right ankle.
God damn, so you kind of handicapped on one side, huh?
Pretty much.
Wow, okay. Any other relationships you got any type of damage or abuse, serious abuse from?
Just a guy that lives in my apartment. He was beating on me.
How often?
Very often.
Every day, every other day?
I would say mostly every day or every other week.
Every day or every other week.
Mm-hmm.
So he would alternate.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the same guy we talking about that was involved in the sexual abuse.
Yes.
So he abused your child, your kids, and now he's beating on you on a daily basis.
Yes. Because I told him I wanted to split up and not be with him.
So how was that abuse situation? Would you just walk in the door from work and he jumps on you, or?
I would walk in from work and he'd be like, you were with a guy, or you left work to go be with a guy, but I was working 10 hours, 50 hours a week. Never took a day off. Always was at work. Had one day off. That was it.
Okay. So I don't know if you feel comfortable describing type of abuse. I know a lot of people say I was abused, but you know, for one person it could be a choke. You know, for one person it could be hit with a baseball bat. Like, what was the worst beating you could say you've gotten? Like, describe it. Like
him choking me until I couldn't breathe.
So that was mainly it. It wasn't.
He would punch me in the face, bust my lip, leave a mark on my face.
And you would still have to go to work the next day.
Yes.
So, okay. So, after the abuse situation, you said you wanted to get rid of him. When he left marks on you, why you didn't call the police and show them the marks so he can get taken out of there?
Every time I tried to call the cops, he would take my phone and break it.
So you didn't think of running outside, asking a neighbor for help?
He wouldn't let me. He would grab me.
Okay. Like I say, I get it. You know, I've never been in a abuse situation. So, you know, in my head, it sounds easy. Like climb out a window while you sleep, run out the door.
The second floor, I'm not doing all that.
Did you ever feel like he was going to take your life?
Yes.
Then I would have jumped out that window, that second floor. I'd rather break a leg than to lose my life.
Yeah. True.
So on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, you got punched, choked. Did he ever hit you with anything besides his hands?
Not that I can recall.
So, okay. So the guy you were recently living with punched you a lot. The old guy broke your wrist. Was that the only time he ever abused you?
The old head?
Yeah.
No. We went out New Year's and I didn't know he couldn't mix dark and light. And when we got back home, I would say 2:00 in the morning from drinking, he stabbed me like 6 times. Twice in my stomach, in my legs. Yeah.
Where are the marks from it?
I have one on the back of my leg.
Nothing in your stomach?
No, it healed.
Okay.
I stopped them with my hands.
Oh, so the knife didn't go all the way through.
No.
It just poked you.
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
That night when he did that, I waited until he passed out, took money from him and left and got a hotel.
And y'all still ended up
back together.
You see it's a pattern here, right? So let me ask, okay. Current boyfriend, old head boyfriend, broke your wrist. Baby father.
No. Old head broke my ankle. Baby father broke my wrist.
So with your baby father, was that the only time he abused you?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other abuse from any other boyfriends?
No.
People you were just sleeping with?
No.
So you realize all these people are accusing you of cheating on them, right?
Yeah.
So you gonna play the innocent role?
No. I was cheating on them.
So they were right.
Yes.
Saying that you're out doing what you're doing. And
yes.
Of course you're not gonna be brave enough to say, yes, I was, but you still end up going through the abuse anyway. I guess it's better than admitting it. Probably would have been worse.
Yeah.
So why get into relationships if you're gonna cheat on them anyway?
I wanted to actually see what a real relationship could be, but being in a relationship and trying it with people, it's not what I think it is.
So pretty much you're saying you wanted to try a relationship, but when it's time to get out, it's really like no escape from it.
Yes.
You might be really great at what you do, Why people don't want to let you go? Hmm. Okay. So, wow. When did you think your first set of abuse started? At what age? Physical abuse.
The age 21.
Okay, so for about 3 years straight, you've
Yes.
been being abused. Okay. Do you look back and feel like you could have made some type of change? I mean, have all these guys been Baltimore guys?
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't want to speak ill about all Baltimore people, but
Not everyone is the same. I met guys that were nice, cool, calm, collective. Like if they got upset, they'll calm themselves down. But
so why didn't you end up with any of them? It was too nice, huh?
No, it was just they wanted to move fast and like get married and have our kids move in within a month of knowing each other. And I'm like, I'm cool.
But you said they were nice, but the things that they were asking for, you still did it with the other guys that abused you.
I did.
So you saying because they wanted to wait for a longer time to do it, it was better?
No, it's just that not everybody shows their true colors until you live together.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So to all the good guys that you passed up that's probably out there listening and watching, like, do you have anything you want to say to them?
I hope that you find the right person. I
It wasn't you, huh?
Everything that you've done or try to do, I appreciate it, but it's not my cup of tea.
So I don't want to say this in a bad way, but it really seemed like you liked this stuff. It seemed like it's exciting for you. I wouldn't say the abuse is just like, some guys are really nice. Like I dated a female before and she pretty much told me if I'm not going through her phone or if I'm not putting my hands on her or restricting her from doing certain things, then I don't care or I don't love her. She said a real man puts his hand on his woman. And that wasn't a woman for me right there.
That's not supposed to be that way.
But you ended up in the same situation back to back.
But I didn't, when I first met them, they didn't show who they were.
I mean, of course, no serial killer walks up to you and be like, I'm a serial killer.
I was about to say, yeah.
So I understand that, but my thing is, like, after the second situation, I would have changed my demographic, the people I talk to, the people I hang around, because I wouldn't want to now, if I tried dating a different race or somebody from a different area or somebody from a different culture, and the same thing happened again, at least I could tell myself, like, okay, I tried to make a change and still ended up in a messed up situation. But all your situations were literally in the same area right around the corner.
Yeah. People my color, like males, I don't know. They're too proper, too little uptight and stuck up.
So you won the thugs.
Pretty much.
So from a person that was raised in the street, I'm gonna explain this to you. Maybe somebody informed you wrong or didn't tell you right, but a real thug is not gonna beat up on a woman.
I know. They've told me before, somebody that was an actual thug.
Well, I'm telling you right here, right now. Like, I get it. You look at it. I like the thugs. I like the bad boys. No self-respecting street nigga is gonna beat up on this woman. Even if me and you were in a relationship and I found out you were cheating on me. While you were out there cheating on the right, I'd be out cheating on the left.
Right.
I wouldn't have to beat up on you or break your arm or break your leg just to prove, that, oh, you shouldn't be out there doing it. I would just look at it as, if that's the respect that you have for me, I'm going to treat you exactly the way you're treating me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, those aren't thugs. I don't know what you liking, but they aren't thugs. And like I say, me knowing you for a while, I feel like this stuff is exciting for you. I don't know if getting beat on turns you on or, makes you super wet but you seem to, you don't run away from it. Like, I've seen you come out and hang out and know you're going to go home and get your ass beat. And I'm going to just take 2 more shots because I know what I got to go home and deal with. Like, I don't. Like, this will numb the pain. So I couldn't willingly go home to a situation where I know I could lose my life, I could get my arm broken, or I could get my leg broken.
Only reason why I would go back is because I didn't have another place to lay my head. I'd rather go through abuse than be homeless.
I would rather be homeless than to have somebody breaking.
But then where you gonna shower, eat?
I don't give a fuck.
How you gonna get to work?
I don't give a fuck. I'm telling you, I would rather be sleeping outside, begging for money, showering in a Burger King bathroom than to go home and have somebody break my wrist or pull me down some steps and break my ankle. I'm sorry, I wouldn't choose. Now, if I'm going home and my girl or my wife are like, smack me in my face and that's it, like, whatever. I could have my fun and go home and deal with a little smack in the face. But to have to go home and deal with broken bones, like, you're sitting here like, how you gonna go to work? How you gonna shower? How the fuck you gonna do all that with a broken leg?
Well, a funny story. When my ankle did get broke, I was still working 8 hours every day, 16 hours, 8 hours. I was doing it.
That's what I said. You like this shit. You probably was at work like, damn, Rio, what the fuck happened to you? Oh, my boyfriend. Let me just continue to get my job done. Like, yep, he's a thug.
When people asked what happened, I just said I stepping down some stairs and fell.
So you're lying to protect the abuser.
Yes.
I wonder if it's a culture thing. Our difference in cultures, because I don't really see a black woman dealing with that for that long. Now, I get it, it's hard to get out of situations, but I really don't see a black woman going from that situation to another situation to another situation. I feel like the stories I've heard from most black women is like, once I get out, I'm out. Like, I'm single for life or whatever. Like, I'm not trying to go back. I dealt with that for the kids. It was hard to get out. I had nowhere to go. He had me under lockdown. But once they get out, they out. It's like you dip out, dip back in, dip out, dip back in. And now, like, look at your last situation. You had to run and leave your own apartment that's yours. And the shit you do is just amazingly brave. Like, I consider you a thug. Like I said, I was raised in the streets, but there are things you do that I couldn't even be comfortable doing to my worst enemy. You sent a man to jail, took his apartment, and moved 2 other men in. What do you think would have happened if that man got released from jail early on good behavior, and you and 2 other men was in his apartment.
Nothing he could have done. I had a restraining order.
So you think a piece of paper would stop that man from killing you? He would pull up with a gun and you'd be like, read this.
That part, no.
Okay.
But if he came to the house and knocked on the door, I would let him know you gotta be within so many feet or you'll go to jail.
And in your head, you think it was going to go that easily. For you to be, and you sent me to jail, you living comfortably in my apartment. What did you do with all his stuff when you moved into his apartment?
I threw it away.
Listen, I would be scared to walk down the street. I would be looking over my shoulder. If I did that to somebody, like, I wouldn't even be able to sleep comfortably.
I was like that for like 2-3 months living in there.
So I remember when you got that place, right? You was real excited. It was like, oh my God, you know. After you told me how you got it, and I was like, okay. You was like, well, I finally got a place for me and my kids. I like it. I yada, 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 yada. What was the advice I gave you?
Don't let no man or nobody move with me.
Why did I tell you that?
Because I have to protect my kids and protect myself.
And I told you, I understand you like being slutty. Go outside and be slutty. Keep it away from your kids. I told you, you use an alley, back seat, whatever it is you got to do, keep that shit away from your kids because you had a daughter. I mean, I don't really tend to think boys get abused. I know it happens, but, you know, I always feel like the girls are the people you put, you know, 1,000% protection on.
That's what I thought.
So I told you, I get it. You love black men. You love black penises.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, you're finally in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
You got a spot to yourself. Kids got their own rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Keep these niggas outside of your house.
Mm-hmm.
Do what you got to do outside. Come home, you and your kids comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
How long did that last?
Maybe a few months.
Few as in 2?
Like 3.
So for 3 months, you listened. You had no man. Were people coming and going or just?
Yeah.
No?
People were coming, seeing the kids, seeing me.
Who was coming and see your kids?
Me and my family.
No, I'm talking about men. We talking about people you're sleeping with.
No.
So for 3 months, no man came to the house.
No. When I didn't have the babies, I invited people in, but it was only one person.
Is that the guy you ended up being with?
Yeah.
Okay, so you started inviting him in, and when did he move in? 3 months later?
Yeah.
Why was that? You couldn't afford the bills, or you were just you needed in-home dick?
No. The bills got expensive. I had to pay BG&E, water, and rent.
Yeah, the stuff normal people pay.
Yeah. It started getting expensive.
And was he somebody you wanted to be with, like relationship-wise, or he was just good to pay half the bills?
No. He was someone I wanted to be with.
Okay, so boom. 3 months later, he moved in. You needed help with the bills. When did the abuse start?
I would say a year.
A year after?
Yeah.
So did the abuse start because he felt like you were cheating on him?
Yes.
Or, which you was.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the abuse started. So kind of trying to find a decent way to say this. Do you feel like the stuff that went on with your kids were more like payback to you for what you were doing for him, to him?
I feel like it, yeah.
Okay. So you move a man in to a house that you used to live with another man with that you sent to jail. This man end up, would you say he abused you worse than the old head guy?
No.
So a beating every day, getting punched in the face, was not worse than, I guess, well, couple stabs and a broken ankle.
It wasn't just a couple stabs, a broken ankle. It was CPS being called every day. He sent the old head. He sent pictures out to my job of me naked.
I remember that.
Yes.
I remember because it was how many of y'all were in that group chat?
20.
And he sent even your managers, right?
Yes. They saw everything, every body part. And I was like, oh my God.
And then he sent some text messages too, like, she's a whore.
Yes, he sent a message saying, I've been fucking older men since I was like 15. My mom, she what he say? She sold me to people to get high, and I'm like, what?
So none of that is true.
No.
The mom part, that is.
The mom and the grown men. I didn't start messing around with...
You didn't start when you was 15.
Yeah.
Because I about to say this nigga is 50-something years old.
Yeah,
so.
no. But it was funny because I had just got off of work. I was like, see y'all later. I'm going home, my day off. I got me a drink. I drank my little drink. My kids was with my friend, with her and her mom. And I was like, I drank my little drink. I went, took a shower, ate, went to bed. And I hear a boom, boom, boom at my door. I'm like, what's going on? They like, Rio, why you send this to the group chat? I said, what? They said these pictures and this paragraph. I said, do y'all not realize I don't have that phone? That's not me. That's him. They was like, somebody delete the group chat, delete the number out of it, do something. And I'm like, that's not even me.
Oh my God. I think this is the most I've laughed on an episode. Okay. So you did go back to work after that?
I did.
And how was it with your coworkers? Did the males look at you different, like, Rio?
The males was like, they was like, one of them was like, your body don't look bad. And I'm like, bro, please don't. Please don't.
Don't look bad.
And then we hired a new girl. This bitch, let me tell you about her. She come in thinking she know everything. She said, oh, ain't you the one that your boyfriend sent naked pictures to the job? I said, if I was you, I would keep my mouth shut before you get hurt. She was like, I don't got no problems with you. She was like, I was just asking a question. I said, mind your business.
You've been in some real life situations. I know I've been in some situations too, but I mean, I guess it's good that you laugh through your situations, which I feel like the stuff you go through because of you, whatever. Like I say, part of me feel like you like that stuff. It's cool if you laugh at it, but like I say, I feel like when it comes to them kids, somebody should have got fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, so okay. So you had to change your number recently
Mm-hmm.
because your boo been blowing up your phone.
Not my boo.
He's in your house right now, enjoying it.
I don't care.
Probably playing with your PS5.
My PS5 is in a pawn shop because I pawned it to pay my rent. So he not paying. He not playing a damn thing.
So, so what did you leave in there of value that he's enjoying right now?
Nothing but a TV, a 55-inch TV.
So you left your TV, you left your clothes.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
Starting over.
Yes.
You feel like you're gonna make the same mistakes?
No.
You gonna leave the thugs alone for a while?
Yes. It's time for a break.
So do you feel like you could ever date anyone your race?
No.
Because why? They don't
They
break wrists and
no.
ankles and stuff?
No, it's not because of that. I just don't like white boys.
Is it a penis size thing?
No. They just too proper.
Proper. So what if you meet a black man that's proper?
I have.
You didn't go for it?
I tried it and no.
Okay. So in your 24 years, how many sexual partners you think you've had? And don't try to lie or y'all women like to do 5. It's always every female is always 5.
I would say 8.
8.
Yes.
I've heard stories, so I don't know if I agree with 8, but or maybe do you have like certain situations you feel like it don't count?
Yeah.
What situations don't count?
Like my best friends.
So your best friends don't count as a body?
No.
How many best friends have you had?
2.
Okay, best friends don't. Man, I guess, man, the culture is just different. Oh, I wish I could tell a black female something like that. Like, no, honey, like, that's my best friend. She don't count. Did you ever tell any of your boyfriends that your best friends don't count?
No.
So, okay. 8. Since the number is low, let's go for this one. How many times you think you've had sex? And what age did you lose your virginity?
18.
18. So how many times do you think you've had sex in 6 years?
A lot.
Over 100?
Yeah.
Over 300?
No. No.
Less than 300 times
Yes.
in 6 years?
Yes.
Close to 300?
Hell no.
So
Seriously.
Think
No.
of a so
All
think
jokes
of
aside,
so think
no.
of a number then. Give me an estimate.
I would say 240.
So in 6 years, you've had sex with 8 people. Best friends don't count. And about 240 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
the people I had sexual intercourse was the same people.
Yeah, that's why I asked you how many times, versus sticking to the, how many people. So
Yeah.
let me see. 240
Times 8.
I was trying to see how many times. Oh, I switched cameras. Okay. I was trying to see how many times that was if you break it down year by year. But okay, that's cool. So 240 times. I mean, how does sex make you feel? Ever had any one night stands, stranger sex, same day sex? What's the fastest you've had sex with a man? From meeting him and having sex with him. What's the fastest you think?
I wouldn't call it a one night stands. A guy, the fastest, he came in like 5 seconds.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, like, say you're walking down the street, you meet a guy, start talking to you. What's the fastest you've had sex with a guy? Knowing him for an hour, 3 hours, 1 day, 2 days, a week?
I would say knowing a man for like 3 days.
3 days is the fastest you've ever.
Yes.
So you've never had a one night stand?
No.
I don't know if I believe that.
I never had one.
Mm.
Even being like drunk, being in the bars, I've never had one.
So sex consists of sucking dick too, right?
Yes.
So 3 days before you did anything with anybody. Everybody you've met.
Yes.
So 3 days is your waiting period.
Yes.
Okay. So you meet a man, be like, hey, I like you, I want you, but you got to give me 72 hours and it's all yours.
No. That's not how it goes.
Okay. So out of these 8 people you've been with, how many of them have you had unprotected sex with?
My baby father's, the old head, and one best friend.
No, you said he don't count,
Yeah.
so there's no point in mentioning it.
And
So four out of the 8.
that was 3.
The one you're living with now.
And the one I'm living with now, yeah.
Okay, so 50%. All right. Well, I mean, you've had a pretty rough road, and I mean, I hope you start making some changes for the better, especially for those kids. What are their ages?
4 and 5.
Yeah, they still young too. I mean, you do have time to get it together and bring them back over to your side. Do you feel like you could ever have that conversation with them
Yeah.
in the future about their abuse?
Yeah.
I think that would be probably the hardest thing I would ever have to do.
It would, but I feel like I would want to know how they felt as them being touched on, abused.
I wouldn't say it like that. Like, I wouldn't. How did you feel? Like,
Well, I wouldn't say how did you feel, but I would just ask them, like, I mean, I don't know.
They kids though. I mean, when do you plan on having this conversation with them?
When they get a little older,
Do you think they'll even remember it?
maybe not.
Have you ever been to therapy?
Yeah.
For how long?
Mine since 18.
Ever been in a mental facility?
Nope.
Hospitalized for a long period of time?
No.
Okay. I'm just, poking around, asking. But, I mean, you got a tough road ahead of you. What advice can you give to people that's going through what you just recently went through?
Protect your kids, keep them safe. If that man is abusing you, leave him. The worst thing I can say is get a protective order, restraining order, and move on with your life. Never look back.
So there's no forgiving after the first
Nope.
abuse?
No.
No excuses
Nope.
like he was drunk.
Nothing.
He was okay. This advice that you're giving, do you think you'll be strong enough to walk away if you're in that situation again?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let me see what else we got on here. On this list of questions. How does your future look?
Me having my own place, no one living with me, just me and my kids, a car, able to travel, do what I want, and not worry about someone sitting there saying, oh, you're going to go do this, do that. Just keep my kids safe.
Okay. Well, I surely hope you can do it right this time. You know, I've always been here to give you advice, but, you know, I always said you're hard headed like me. Like, I was given a lot of advice growing up, and I always felt like the older folks who were giving me advice were losers. Like, when I was selling drugs, you know, I would have people try to talk me out of it, you know, tell me their experiences about jail, and I would look at them like, you're a fucking loser. Like, you got caught and went to jail, and a little bit of jail time make you want to change your life and try to get everybody to do better. So I never respected people like that until I was sitting in jail myself. So I always try to give you the best advice as I can give you, because I don't want anything from you. You know, I told you, go live your life however you want to live it, but protect those kids.
Yep.
But you're young, you're hard-headed, and it really took me sitting in jail not knowing when I was coming home for me to make changes. And I feel like when that situation happened to your kids, I felt like that would have been the worst thing you could ever experience, and that would have forced you to make your changes, but it didn't. So do you feel like something more drastic may come? Because if you didn't learn your lesson from that situation, something is going to force you to turn around, whether you want to or not.
No, I don't think so. I want to get my kids back, live my life, and just
But-
focus on my future.
But what are you doing to get your kids back?
Trying to get a new job, trying to get a car, get my license, and get my own place.
So that could take you anywhere from 3 months to a year. Like, that's another year away from your kids.
Yes.
What do you feel like you could do in the meantime while you're trying to get that together to make them feel like mommy's making a change, like mommy is doing better, I'm going to do better, and I'm here for you? What do you feel like you can do in the meantime?
Go see them more often, or try to plan stuff like taking them out, doing what I gotta do.
So do these guys know where your kids are?
No.
Okay, so if you go see him, you don't have to worry about anybody showing up or anything like that?
No.
Your son's father, your second child's father.
Yeah.
Is he still dating your best friend? They still together?
Huh?
Wasn't he sleeping with Tiffany?
I don't know. That whole story was they wasn't, but then I found out he was sleeping with the neighbor.
Okay. Because I think you had told me when you had moved out from Tiffany, he had stayed with Tiffany.
He did.
Well, yeah, you already know the story.
Yeah.
If you're moving out and your boyfriend decides to stay with
Mhm.
your best friend / roommate,
Mm-hmm.
So is that where he is now?
No.
So
He's with his mom and grandma.
How old is he?
29.
I think I remember one time, I don't know if you remembered it, you called me and you told me he hit you because you wouldn't give him $10.
Yes. Yes.
He wanted to go get a beer and some weed with his friends and you
Mhm.
wouldn't give him $10.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you look back on these things, like, does it seem real, like it really happened, or it's just like,
Yeah.
$10 though? You gotta ask with him for $10.
Yeah.
Was it a serious beating or just like a slap? And
Just a slap and a choke.
did he get the $10?
No.
You held out.
Yeah.
For that. I told you a thug, man. I admire that about you. Every time I saw that hand raised up, I'd have been like, you want Cash App, Zelle, coins, however. So, okay. And the guy that you recently was with, y'all got into a whole fight over $5.
Mm-hmm. We did.
What does that tell you about your choice in men?
That I deal with broke men.
Why?
Children.
Is it that so you could feel superior because you're the one out there working 16 hours a day?
No.
Or you just want your man home and make sure he not out with anybody else?
Pretty much.
Okay. And then you recently got into an argument with him, something over a threesome. Y'all had a threesome with somebody, and what went wrong with that situation?
The girl wound up being into him.
Okay, because he probably did a good job.
I don't know.
So the last time we were doing our interview, I don't know if you were drunk and just blurted it out, but you said something to him and you was like, boy, you done had 3 whole STDs.
Yes.
Which ones?
Chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis.
And this was somebody you were sleeping with,
Yes.
unprotected.
Yes.
You've been through it.
Yeah.
Definitely been through it. Did you ever find out where he got it from?
No.
Okay, because I know you went through his messages and his Instagram and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So
Never found it.
he never hit anyone up like, bitch, you burnt me or nothing. Just He was just cool with it.
I wasn't, but he was. And he was like, we just gotta learn from this mistake and be careful and wrap up. I'm like, wrap up.
How he's saying we need to learn from the mistakes. So did it happen from the threesome?
So it had to. One of the females, we had 4 different females we did threesomes with. And out of them 4, at least 1 or 2 gave us STDs.
It
was scary.
I bet. I don't even like catching a cold.
Yeah.
I didn't like having COVID, so I can imagine like.
One thing I can say is always be careful.
So I don't know much about this stuff, but from having cousins and traveling, doing music and stuff, like the guys who I heard got burnt or STDs, they would say like shit is swollen or it stinks really bad. How does STDs affect females?
I don't know, because I didn't have no effects. It didn't burn when I peed.
No discharge.
No discharge.
No bumps.
No bumps. Nothing.
So you see, that's the scary part, because it's like it's so easy to spread it.
Yeah.
You know, you're not having any symptoms. You don't know what's going on with you. And that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely hope you've learned from your 6 years experience. You've been having sex for 6 years and pretty much has been through hell. Because what is it? The mouth or the vagina that they go crazy for? Which one is it?
I have no clue.
They going crazy for something.
I don't know.
I know it ain't your cooking.
I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out.
Is there one you use more than the other?
No.
Use both of them evenly?
Yes.
Well, I guess now I kind of understand why you can't figure it out. Okay. So all 8 of them got exactly the same things from you. Okay. Well, I was always told you can't treat everybody the same.
You can't.
But that's just you. You aim to please.
Yeah.
So you wait your 72 hours and you be like, look, I'm about to give you all I got.
Sometimes it's not 72 hours. Sometimes it's like a month.
I understand that. But I'm just saying, like, for the women or the young women that's looking at this now, like, what do you feel like you're saving for your husband? If every man could tell the same story about you.
Pretty much nothing.
How does that make you feel? Like, do you have regrets? Do you like,
I do. I regret everything. The people I slept with. I don't regret my kids at all, but I regret my son's father. That's it.
So this lifestyle of you sleeping around, cheating, having unprotected sex with people, threesomes, all of that, do you feel like it's something you saw in your household growing up? Because you have how many sisters?
I have 10.
10 sisters.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I have 7. I'm sorry.
So older sisters.
Yes.
So is this like behaviors you saw from them growing up, them sleeping around, being slutty, being okay? And to you, it seemed like this is the way to go, if that's the way they're doing it. Okay. Who was the sluttiest out of all of y'all?
My oldest sister, Brooke.
Brooke?
Yes.
I would have never thought you would have said Brooke.
Yes, she was.
Was or is?
She was.
And that's the one that moved to Cali?
Yes.
What made her the biggest slut?
She had multiple men back to back. She was going to a guy's house that lived right across another one she was sleeping with.
So she was sleeping with them right across the street from each other?
Yes.
They knew about it?
No.
She's good.
Yeah.
So you already know who I thought you was going to say, right?
Who?
You already know.
Oh.
You already know.
Yeah, no.
Not Amber.
Amber was.
So Brooke is sluttier than Amber.
No, they're both the same.
Because, Amber likes to have sex for drugs.
Yeah.
What type of drugs?
Me personally.
Not you.
I don't.
You've done the drug?
No.
That's what I said. I said Amber like to have sex for drugs.
Me personally, I don't know what kind of drugs she do. I have no clue.
You just know she.
I just know she get high.
Not get high. Everybody gets high. She likes to have sex for drugs.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that's better than free, though. I can't respect that. Why, you rather do it for free?
No, but to just get your high.
So
no.
okay, judgment. I see. What's the most you've ever gotten for sex?
First off, I was in relationships, so that's different. I was in relationships, whoever I had sex with.
So you've been in 8 relationships?
Yeah. Well, not 8. I would say 6.
Okay, so you said you was having sex in relationships.
Yes.
8 people, the best friends don't count.
Yeah, that's who I'm
So
talking about.
Okay.
I've got the old head. I got shoes, clothes.
But that was your boyfriend, so that don't
Yeah.
count. I'm talking about, you said she have sex for drugs, and you looked at that as a bad thing.
Yeah, because it's like, why you want to get high?
For a lot of reasons. Same reason I would say, why do you want to get drunk?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you can't judge people.
I mean, yeah.
Because I know a lot of people would be judging you.
Yeah.
As soon as they see this. So, you know. Okay. So, ooh, I remember something. One of the greatest nights ever.
Go ahead.
The weirdest but greatest night ever. That night you was tongue kissing your sister.
Oh my God. I don't remember. I don't.
I know we were going to the bar. I had the music on blast. You and Amber were in the back seat of the truck. And I looked back and y'all were like touching on each other and tongue kissing.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even get excited because I was like, what the fuck? And I remember I was like, hey. I was like, y'all real sisters, right? Like blood sisters? And you were like, yeah, why? And you just, I don't know if you were just drunk, but you just didn't get why I was asking that. Like y'all got the same mother and father, right?
No.
Okay, y'all got the same mom.
Yes.
How many of y'all got the same both parents?
Me and 2 sisters and 2 of my brothers. We all got the same mom and dad.
Okay, so the older ones like Amber and Brooke, they got a different dad.
No, Brooke got the same mom and dad.
So who's the oldest?
My sister Becky.
How old is Becky?
I don't even know.
So many of them to keep up with, right?
Yeah.
Do you know all of their birthdays?
Nope.
I can imagine. Yeah, but that night was the strangest, funniest. I was just like, like I said, different cultures.
I don't know. I don't remember.
And you, of course you don't remember. You was enjoying yourself though.
Oh.
Is that how you learned to kiss, from one of your sisters?
No.
Did your sisters teach you anything, or you just saw what they were doing and did it?
No. I saw what they were doing and just did it.
They would bring guys home and do it at the house in front of you?
Not in front of me, but I knew. I heard the sounds.
While your mom was in the house?
Yeah.
Different cultures.
Yeah.
Even as a grown man now, like if my mom come to my house, I would be so scared for her to hear anything or get caught. Like I would be nervous as hell. So you hear the sounds, but you never saw anything physically happen.
No.
None of their boyfriends never try to get at you or anything like that.
No.
Okay. Well, it's been a great conversation, and I hope the next time we check in, like you've made some changes. You know, this show is all about making mistakes and learning from it, growing from it, and doing better. And, you know, I hope to see your name in bright lights one day, and, you know, you making all the money in the world, taking care of your kids, being with one guy and not cheating, unless y'all have a relationship like that where, you know, y'all sharing or it's open or something. But, you know, I wish you the best. You know, I will always, you know, love and care for you. But get it together, young nigga.
All right.
All right?
I will.
Tell the people goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for coming out. See y'all on the next episode.
Every decision has a story. Every mistake has a lesson. Before you judge a man's choices, understand the mind that made them. I'm not saying every decision is right, but who are you to judge a life you've never lived? This is Mistakes Make a Man with Dion FOBB REEP Caracciolo. Until next time, grow through what you go through.